Bears News Fan Report is back. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything about the franchise's future. Because believe it, 2025 could be a year that defines Bears history, for better or worse. It's easy to look at recent years and feel like we're stuck in an endless cycle of frustration. But what if we told you there's a clear way out of this? The real question isn't will the Bears fail again, but rather what needs to change for this team to finally take off. The trade of DeAndre Swift might seem like another mistake by Ryan Poles, but could there be a bigger plan behind it? Investing $24 million and then letting him go for a sixth-round pick seems absurd, but it might be a strategic move to reshape the team's foundation. Are we sacrificing the present to build a stronger future? And what about the draft? With a promising quarterback like Caleb Williams, the obvious choice should be strengthening the offensive line. But a recent mock draft suggests prioritizing a defender instead. Does that make sense? Caleb needs protection, not just a defensive strategy. If we want to see the Bears truly compete, it's time to invest where it really matters. Now, let's talk about something that directly affects the fans: ticket price increases. After a 5-12 season, fans expected a response from the franchise, and the response was charging even more to watch the team at Soldier Field. With a less-than-ideal structure and a team still searching for an identity, does this decision make sense? The patience of the fan base is running thin, and the Bears need to show they are committed to a better future. What's next? The franchise stands at a crossroads. Either we learn from past mistakes and make strategic decisions to strengthen the team, or we continue down the path of mediocrity. The Bears' fate isn't just in the hands of the front office, but also in the voice of the fans. Now, we want to hear from you. Are the Bears on the right path, or will this be another season of disappointment? Was trading Swift a mistake or a strategic move? Should the draft focus be on defense or protecting Caleb Williams? Drop your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. And of course, if you want to stay updated on everything Bears, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. The 2025 season has already begun, and you can't miss out. If there's one thing every Bears fan has learned over the years, it's that promises mean nothing without concrete action. We've heard talk about rebuilding, patience, and a plan that never seems to materialize. But 2025 can and must be the year that changes. The question is, does Ryan Poles and the front office actually have a clear plan to get the Bears out of this mess, or are we just seeing another desperate attempt to patch things up? The trade of DeAndre Swift could be a symptom of a bigger problem, a lack of clear direction. But it could also be a sign that the team is trying to restructure financially to make bigger moves in the future. The problem is, fans are tired of waiting. And speaking of questionable decisions, the draft is approaching, bringing with it the chance to correct years of mistakes. The Bears have a young and promising quarterback, but will they give him the right conditions to shine? Or will they repeat the same mistake we saw with Justin Fields, who never had the protection he needed to develop? An offense starts with the offensive line. Without that, Caleb Williams could end up as just another wasted promise. Meanwhile, on the defensive side, we see speculation about reinforcements that might make sense on paper, but are they really the priority? The team needs balance, a strategy that looks to the long term rather than just filling immediate gaps. A solid foundation always outweighs quick, impulsive fixes. But perhaps even more concerning than on-field decisions is the relationship between the team and its fans. The ticket price hike was a harsh blow to longtime supporters who have endured tough seasons and empty promises. Soldier Field remains a stadium that doesn't offer elite facilities, yet fans are expected to pay more for an experience that isn't up to the standard they deserve. Where is the respect for those who keep this team alive? So, Bears Nation, what's the breaking point? Do you believe 2025 will be the turnaround year, or just more of the same? What needs to change for the Bears to truly be competitive again? We want to hear from you. Don't forget, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about the future of the Chicago Bears. Let's follow every step of this journey together, because one thing is certain: Bears fans deserve more. As a Bears fan, it's frustrating to see this franchise stuck in an endless cycle of unfulfilled promises and decisions that, instead of pushing the team forward, seem to keep it stagnant. The trade of DeAndre Swift, for example, could make sense in a well-planned rebuild, But the problem is there doesn't seem to be a clear plan. We're giving up talent for an insignificant return, which raises a big question. What exactly is Ryan Poles trying to build? The biggest mistake the Bears can make right now is wasting Caleb Williams. We've seen this happen with Justin Fields, who never had the proper structure to develop. If the franchise continues to neglect the offensive line and focuses on reinforcing areas that aren't the priority, we risk repeating the same story. Williams could be a generational talent, but without protection, he won't stand a chance at success. And what about the ticket price increase? That's just a slap in the face to the fans. How do you charge more for a team that isn't delivering results? Soldier Field is outdated, the fan experience remains subpar, and yet the franchise expects unwavering loyalty. But everyone has their limit. Bears fans have been tested countless times, and now patience is at the breaking point. If the Bears truly want to change the franchise's course, it's time to make bold and intelligent decisions. The focus needs to be on protecting Caleb Williams and building a competitive team for the long haul, not just short-term fixes that lead nowhere. We're tired of excuses and empty speeches. We want a team that honors the franchise's tradition and finally gives us hope for better days. The question is, will the Bears finally learn from their mistakes, or will 2025 be just another season of frustration?